Today's video, going to replacing the shock in the upper control arm on this Tahoe. And with the wheel off, you got two control arm to frame bolts, one control arm to knuckle nut, and on the shock you have a nut up top and a bolt and nut on the bottom. We're going to go ahead and take off the upper control arm first. There's an 18mm nut and then two 21mm nuts on the frame side. 10mm bolt holding this brake line. Now we're going to take off this ABS line. $10mm all the brake line to the knuckle. I got a ball joint press that I'm going to use for this upper control arm. You don't have to use it. You can just hammer on the side of this knuckle and the ball joint will pop out. But since I have this, I'm going to use it. You can also rent these at a parts store. Put the ball joint around the knuckle, then the rod presses on the actual ball joint and it pops out. I'm sorry I didn't record it. Now, just so it more aligns with how it was before, we're going to put a mark right here. $21mm nut. Here's your controller. Now to take off the shock. The OEM nut is 15mm. The lower nut and bolt are 21mm. Alright, this one doesn't have the rod that goes in the middle like the OEM ones, so I just tightened it until the seal is even with the bushing, and then I just put the jam nut on top. The lower torque is 59 foot-pounds. Okay, to hold the ball joint stud, it's a 6 hex key, and I got an 18mm open wrench. You could do it with a normal wrench, but I got a ratcheting wrench. The nut is 37 foot-pounds. Okay, now we're going to realign the keyways. And the torque for these upper control arms are 140, but we're going to raise the knuckle so it's at right height. So I got the lower control arm lifted by the jack. Jack stand's not rested on. Okay, once you torque control arm to frame, the control arm to knuckle, the upper shock, lower shock. Now you're done. Go ahead and put your wheel on, and there you go. This is how you change these upper control arms and shocks on these Tahoes. Hopefully this video helps y'all. Y'all have a good one.